purpose does the gentleman from California rise?
Mr. Chairman, I'd ask to take up Amendment 296.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 296, printed in the congressional record, offered by Mr. McClintock of California.
Pursuant to the order of the House on February 17, 2011, the gentleman from California and a member opposed each will control 5 minutes. The gentleman from California is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I'd yield myself 90 seconds.
The gentleman from California is recognized for 90 seconds.
Mr. Chairman, on Tuesday, the Appropriations Committee leadership supported my amendment number 297 to cancel $2 million that would be used to consider destroying 4 perfectly good hydroelectric dams on the Klamath River that are generating 155 megawatts of the cleanest and cheapest and most reliable electricity on the planet, enough to power over 150,000 homes. This amendment is the companion measure. It forbids the Bureau to redirect its remaining funds for this purpose. Let me emphasize, Congress has never authorized this study. Congress never authorized the Klamath settlement. The Bureau of Reclamation is moving forward with it anyway. At a time when skyrocketing electricity prices threaten our economy and acute capacity shortages threaten the reliability of our grid, destroying 155 megawatts of clean, cheap, and reliable hydroelectricity is simply insane. We're told this is to save the salmon, but the proposal also includes destroying the Iron Gate fish hatchery that's producing 5 million salmon smolt each year, 17,000 of which return to the Klamath as fully grown adults to spawn. The Bureau is conducting this study without congressional authorization, and the language in this amendment is essential to implement the reduction that the House approved on Tuesday. I thank the Appropriations leadership for their support on Tuesday and ask that the House adopt the implementing language. I'd now like to yield 90 seconds to the gentleman from California, Mr. Herger.
The gentleman from California is recognized for 90 seconds.
Thank you, and I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
Mr. Chairman, as a staunch supporter of dams, I understand my colleague's position on this issue, and I support this amendment. The constituents I represent overwhelmingly oppose removing functioning hydropower and its associated benefits. I fully share that concern and the disturbing precedent it sets. I think it represents a monumental failure that current federal laws and regulations provide no alternative that will allow these dams to be operated as cost effectively as they were during the previous license term, or allow the federal government to fully meet the obligations it made to the Klamath Basin agriculture with the development of the Klamath Reclamation Project. As such, this amendment by itself will, unfortunately, not address the underlying issue, the environmental extortion that impacts property owners across the West and the hardworking people who depend on the land for their livelihood. Our laws are grossly out of balance, and I look forward to working with Chairman Hastings and Chairman McClintock on the necessary reforms to prevent this continued abuse and bring greater certainty to the Klamath Basin's agricultural community. I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired.
Mr. Chairman, I'd now like to yield 90 seconds to the gentleman from Oregon, Mr. Walden.
Gentleman will suspend.
Mr. Chairman, I'm claiming time in opposition.
The gentleman from Arizona is recognized. 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I rise in opposition to the amendment. I just want to make a point. The gentleman is correct. The gentleman from California is correct. We did accept his amendment several days ago that dealt with the reduction of funds. I think it was 1.9 million, but it was not specific to this dam. It was specific to the account. And so this is a very different amendment, and that's why we rise in opposition. And so I would like to yield 2.5 minutes to the gentleman from California, Mr. Thompson.
The gentleman from California is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank the gentleman for yielding. Well, what we're hearing on this amendment and the amendment itself is certainly a switch from what we've been hearing over the past couple of days. And I say that because this amendment is a Washington, D.C. solution to a very, very local issue. This amendment would stop a comprehensive local solution to a major and very costly problem in the Klamath River Basin. This effort at the local level is supported by farmers and ranchers, fishermen, conservation groups, the privately owned power company in question, tribes, as well as the states of California and Oregon. And it has a very bipartisan root. It was negotiated under both the Bush administration and the Obama administration. It's a study. It does not, nor is it an agreement to remove any dams. All the local communities in the Klamath Basin, even those who are opposed to dam removal, support the completion of the study, and they're at the table working on this specific issue. Even the California Farm Bureau is in support of completing this study. And it needs to be noted that only Congress can authorize dam removal. This amendment is not wanted by any of the stakeholders: agriculture, conservation, local government, the dam owners, sportsmen and women, nor the tribes. And it will exacerbate the already serious problems we face in the Klamath Basin watershed. I ask my colleagues to please join me in voting against this bad amendment, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I now yield 90 seconds to the gentleman from Oregon, Mr. Walden.
The gentleman from Oregon is recognized for 90 seconds.
Ask unanimous consent to revise and extend and insert material in the record.
Without objection.
Mr. Chairman, nearly a decade ago, the farmers and families in the Klamath Basin suffered irreparable harm when two government agencies with conflicting demands and questionable data shut off water for irrigated agriculture, threatening a way of life and the economy of the region. Fertile farmlands turned to dust under the summer sun, a wildlife refuge dried up, farmers whose families had tilled the soil and